Hey, it's Bronco from Apex Vaulting, another one of these weekly videos. The last few practices and days, I've been thinking a lot about the following topic because I have some athletes that I've been working with for the last 2 or 3 years. And in those moments, when someone's becoming a senior in high school and you've worked with them for that long, it really is amazing to see the development of those athletes. Obviously in the pole vault, but also mentally, maturing. And I pulled one of these athletes aside this past week and said, it's amazing. If I had video of that jump you just took and could show it to you your first day of practice, you would not believe that's possible. And that brings me to this thought that I've talked a lot about over the years. I really think my job as a coach, and I think anyone's job as a coach, a teacher, a mentor, any sort of instructor, is to help people realize what they're truly capable of. It's our jobs to get people to see in themselves what we know is possible. Because a lot of times in the beginning stages, it is very difficult to believe. I remember one time even Bupka talking about this. It's difficult to believe that you can jump higher, specifically with the pole vault. And I think with pole vault it's very interesting because it's such a technical event. When you're starting out and you're just trying to get into the pit for the first time, you see someone pole vault who has years of experience, who's bending the pole and they're getting a good push off and exhibiting techniques that you don't even know what they are yet. It seems like you'll never get there. But as coaches, instructors, mentors, we know that with discipline, with patience, and of course, enough time, and it really does take time, people can get there. Not saying everybody's gonna, go to the Olympics, but everyone can learn how to pole vault and have a very technical jump. And again, as coaches, as instructors, that's our job. We have to open other people's eyes to the possibilities of what they're actually capable of. Oftentimes, unfortunately, and again, with this specific athlete, I was talking to her about it, and I've talked a lot about this over the years with many athletes. Too often in sport, and pole vault's no different, we often celebrate, the natural athlete. That person that just shows up to the scene and they're right away, getting the results that everybody's chasing. And we celebrate that athlete, but yet oftentimes the natural athlete is rarely scratching the surface. And we're too busy because that athlete is already, winning some high school meet or winning some high school competition, maybe even doing well at state. We're all of a sudden putting that natural athlete up on a pedestal in front of everybody and saying, well, look, be like this person. And something I always bring up is here at Apex, especially if I do get a natural athlete, someone who's got a little bit of a gift. It's my job, just like for the regular people working really hard that we talked about at Apex, it's my job, just like I do for any other person. I have to get the natural athlete to really realize what is possible if they're willing to work. Because beyond the medals, beyond the wins, beyond the titles, all that stuff doesn't really mean anything. If you're doing this just to win a county title, a state title, a national title even, that's not the point. You're missing the point. I always say to people, I hope, especially if they jump relatively high, I hope 10, 15, 20 years from now, you're not still talking about, winning the state meet, or winning the county meet. There should be more important things going on in your life. Now, I think the lessons you learn on this journey should hopefully stay with you and you apply them to the rest of your life. Because it's the toil, the suffering, the sacrifice. They are the lessons that will show you what you're truly capable of, what you're really made of. When we do something like pole vault, and we take out the struggle, we take out the difficulty, we take out the sacrifices, we're not getting enough from the experience. If pole vaulting is too easy for you, which obviously that means you should be jumping probably way higher if you put in more effort. But if it's too easy, then you're not going to learn those lessons. Because I think the magical thing, the thing that I love about pole vault is that athlete that when they first came in, it was a struggle just to get into the pit. When I see them, 3-4 years in deep, starting to bend a pole, starting to look like they could jump above their grip, showing a lot of these technical skills, I know along that pathway, they had to hear a lot of coaching criticism. Nope. Stab the box again. Nope. You got to jump up. Oh, late with the plant. Oh, too early with the plant. They had to hear a lot of that stuff to get to that more technical jump. They had to also physically train hard. They had to increase their physical capacities so they could even employ the technique. And the thing that I love is because when I can see some of these people that are 3-4 years in, we can start to talk about this conversation and talk about how hopefully this little micro challenge of pole vault has taught you to have confidence in yourself that you are capable. You can figure it out. That with enough hard work, with enough sacrifice, with enough time, patience, you are capable. You can achieve a level of success and greatness, no matter how difficult the task is. This micro challenge of pole vault, figuring this sport out, should give you the confidence to hurdle over the rest of the obstacles throughout your entire life. So, again, as coaches, I think we have a tremendous responsibility. We have to help our athletes realize the true greatness they are capable of. Because especially when you're dealing with younger clientele, but again, if you're dealing with an adult who used to pole vault or never pole vaulted, that's also a challenge for them. And they may not think that they are capable. But we know with enough hard work and dedication, people are capable of this event. And hopefully they can take that and know that they are capable in these other hardships they'll face throughout their entire life. That's our job. We are trying to open the eyes of our athletes to realize what they are truly capable of. Thanks for watching. Have a great week, everybody.